Hello! Why does that always happen? The one thing that Streamlabs can't ever remember is that I'm not Maddie. I remind myself of this every day. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to another week of Twitch streams. You got through them without me last week. We had Ted and Maddie on. I took the week off because I was helping my sister move to a town I have never heard of. Condon, Oregon. It is a population of about 690. The town itself is not even 1 square mile. It is the smallest, cutest little middle of nowhere village I've ever seen. Yeah, Jessica's called me Maddie a couple times in situations where you don't want to say that. But anyway, I'm back. We're back. A Dinosaur Story. We're going to be reading Justice League Adventures number 17 today. It's a little hard to believe we are this far already in the series. It's pretty cool. I've been happy to be doing these with you guys. Thanks to all the people that followed us in the last several days that I've been gone. We have over 330 followers now, which, you know, compared to a lot of Twitch people is not amazing, but for us it's pretty cool that many people have at least hit the button on here. I wish we could get that many people watching every time, but you know how it goes. Yeah, we got 5 days ago Conga Wanga 98 subscribed with Twitch Prime. That's pretty cool. If you're here, thank you, Conga Wanga 98. Anybody that has Amazon Prime can subscribe to us for free. We get a few bucks at no extra cost to you. Let's see, we got Bro Gamer 240 followed a couple days ago. We got Blitz Hunter 17, Handsome Panda, Horror Moth, let me enunciate a little bit. Marvelous Mr. Frog, Dakota Brown 228, Noah for fuck's sake 12, The Hyper Machine 40, JS the Guy, SSJ Deadpool 1227, Maggie Ristic, happy to see you here, Maggie, and Zansei 1. Thank you. I know Zansei's here. Thanks for following. Good job, Robbins. Yes, Bob, exactly. That's what I was saying. Okay. Anyway, today's issue was written by, I did the thing that I do every time, or I hit the wrong button. It was written by Kevin Hops, who I didn't recognize the name of, looked him up. He did a bunch of Zeta Project episodes, so that's pretty cool. Today is a Zeta video. If only Jake was here to experience the Zeta sprinkles with us today. He also wrote The Enemy Below for Justice League. That's the Aquaman episode. Curiously, did not write Fury, though. Had nothing to do with Fury, which has Arisia as at the forefront, which is what's going to be happening today in The Weapons of Man. It was drawn by Minescu, who, you know, he's the garage guy. He's the garage painting guy. He's done most of these. And I looked up, I recognized the art style on the cover, so I looked it up, and it's, and of course his name is right there. It's Mike Manley, who I remember from this piece of art. He does a lot of comic book art. He's worked on a ton of stuff, as you can see. Here's a Nightfall page. I could go on forever. But he's also, let me get back to this one. He's also done a bunch of Superman Adventures covers, and I believe innards as well, because of this picture right here, which I believe is from one of the issues. One of the Batman-Superman crossover issues that Ted talked about in his video on that recently. But anyway, that's our creative team on today's issue. I have a feeling we're going to get some references to the episode Fury, obviously, with Arisia. It'll be interesting to see how this may or may not fit into that continuity. So, without further ado, let's get started on this puppy. This bad boy, you might say. I think we're in reading mode, so nope, we're not. There we go. Here we go again. Sometimes all it takes is an overwhelming show of force to quell a criminal act and bring about justice. I thought this was going to be one of those Sometimes it's too much for one hero, and let me tell you, all the members of the Justice League, but I guess we're good. And so it was that Superman, Batman, Green Lantern, Flash, and the Martian Manhunter quickly put a stop to the turbocharged crimes of the Speedway Bandits. Ooh, maybe this is canon to those NASCAR comics. In fact, with the help of their superpowers, our 5 intrepid heroes made it seem all too easy. But naturally, nothing is ever as easy as it seems, even for the Justice League. The Weapons of Man, by these people. Moments later. Looks like we missed one. Looks are deceiving. Be right back. Screech! Perfect. Catch me. If you can. Screech! You know, just once I'd like to chase someone without that whole, do I go after the bad guy or do I rescue the innocent bystanders dilemma? Trendy cafe. Nice. Of course, I'm a fast food guy myself. Good jokes here. Screech! Bam! Whoosh! Skling, skling, skling. Well, our old pal Arisia. Skrs! Heh, that ought to slow you down. Meanwhile, back at the Speedway, back at the ranch, good thing we were in the neighborhood. Speeding off with the Grand Prix prize money before the race. That's not very fair now. Is it, ladies? What do you know about fair? You're all men. You live your whole lives discriminating against women. And for that... What she... Get back! For that you suffer. Meanwhile... Flash is just hitting on Regia. So, Regia, maybe when you get out of the slammer, you'll show me what you got under the hood. Why wait? I always heard you were a fast mover. Yeah, well, I don't like to brag, but... Handcuffs? Aw, come on, that's not fair. I'm the good guy. And I'm a very bad girl, as you and the rest of the world are about to find out. This is a very sexually charged issue. Yeah, this is very Zeta-like, isn't it? Justice League Watchtower. You lost her? Oh, it's Hawk Girl, whatever. And you lost Batman, Superman, Green Lantern, and Manhunter? They should have checked in by now. Something's wrong, and it's my fault whatever happened. I wasn't there to help. And now for this breaking news. I'm blonde Angela Chen. On maneuvers near the Bering Strait, a Russian fighter jet stolen. A United States submarine vanishes. Missing an Israeli missile launcher, and the thieves... Superman and Martian Manhunter, Green Lantern, Batman. Claiming responsibility for masterminding today's startling event is a woman known only as Arisia. But how did... Women of the world, fear not, soon all men will obey my every word. And it's all possible thanks to my revolutionary sonic equalizer. Sounds like an infomercial. Sounds like trouble. At close range, the equalizer's high-pitched hypnotic frequency can be heard only by men, making the world a better place for all, or at least for me. Okay, I've seen enough. Arisia, I remember her, the man-hater. At least you can understand her motivation. I don't have a lot of girl voice differences here. Torn from her homeland during a barbaric civil war brought on by men. Her refugee ship plundered and sunk by male pirates. Fortunately, she washed ashore on my home, Themyscira. Free from man's injustices, she trained and was magically endowed with Amazon strength by my sisters. Every day she grew stronger, as did her anger and hatred towards man. That's why we have to find Arisia, and find her fast, before she destroys mankind. Crack! Later, somewhere in the Arizona desert. Arisia, your army is assembled and ready for inspection. You know, as a woman, I was always told by men that if you can't beat them, join them. I, on the other hand, always preferred to make the men join me. Meanwhile, according to the signal from Manhunter's communicator, we should find Arisia in that abandoned Air Force hangar. Well, what are we waiting for? If Arisia's in there, let's blast on down and grab her. And let Arisia do to you what she's done to the other men? Okay, but I'm not just gonna stand around. I let the guys down. I let the guys down when that speeding beauty slipped through my fingers. It won't happen again, but I need a plan, and I think I have an idea. Fine, just stop pacing, you're making me dizzy. And make haste, there is not much time. Our boys are on the move. Moments later, oof, ouch, whoa, yow! This plan of his is crazy. I tried to warn him. Typical male, never listens. Very funny. Ugh, how do you walk in these things? Oh boy. It's not easy. But I imagine it'll be easier than trying to stop Green Lantern and Superman, or Batman and Manhunter. Oof, ouch, whoa, yeah! Across the 7 continents throughout time, man has amassed his weapons of war. But now man's might and ego will be his downfall. Hawkgirl, don't want to brag, but sneaking into Arija's hideout? No problem. Hey! Make that small problem. Rat-tat-tat-tat-tat-tat-tat. We caught a ratata. Terrific. My hair's a mess, my lipstick's smeared, and now I've got a major run in my stockings. Welcome to a woman's world. So glad you could join us. Oh boy, this is quite the issue. The Pacific Ocean. I thought Superman and Green Lantern were on our side. Oh, this is not Batman, even though they showed him in the jet. I thought Superman and Green Lantern were on our side. Think again. Explosion sound effects. Zzz. Superman, Green Lantern, stop! I'm sorry. Do we know you? I'm Princess Diana, Wonder Woman. I work with you. Right, Wonder Woman, of course. I remember now. Thank Athena. Arija warned us you might try to interfere. Wham! Superman, wait! We're on the same team, the Justice League. Then help us capture this aircraft carrier. No, listen to me. Arija, she has you under her power. She's forcing you to obey her. Wrong. We obey Arija because she told us to! Thoom! The jungles of China. Foosh. Ugh! Hello, boys. Remember me, Hawkgirl? Look, I could reason with you, explain this whole mess. Bam! But I've never been one for words. Ugh! Nor am I. I've never been one for words. Nor am I. Grammar. Ugh! Thwoosh! How can you two do this? We're teammates! You started this fight. We simply finished it. Many hours later. Any word from Flash? Not yet. Are you all right? My pride's wounded and I've got rope burns from my escape, but I'm ready for my rematch. Ever wonder what the world would be like if it were not full of man's weapons? I know what it would be like. It would be full of woman's weapons. Okay. Hawkgirl, Wonder Woman. Sorry I've been incommunicado, but Arija hit me with her equalizer sonic beams and she thinks I'm under her power. And you're not? How did you avoid Arija's high-tech hypno gadget? Simple, with the help of a little low-tech device. Cotton. Oh, something I found in my purse. Cotton. Where did you get the purse? Alright, Arija, the game's over. I've got you surrounded. Impressive for a man, but being fast isn't always an advantage. How about being part of a team? Wonder Woman, Hawkgirl, so you still chose to fight on the side of man. We fight on the side of justice. So do we. Thwoosh, ping, ping. Miss me. Ugh. Come on, Soups, you okay? Ugh. Talk is no use. I tried. Then we do what we do best. Fight. Ugh. Crash. Yow! Unfortunately, it's also what they do best. Good job, my league. Now stay where you are. Ah! And I'll finish this battle. Arija, your point has been made. Some men have committed horrible and despicable acts. True, some have terrorized and killed many innocent people. But you can never punish all for the atrocious actions of a few, no matter what their race, religion, or gender. And while I would try to decide who is good and who is bad, the crimes against humanity would continue. Hawkgirl, catch! Sorry, I want action now. Men, kill them! You want action? Happy to oblige. Ugh, crash. Darn, and I was going to try to get some makeup tips. Boy. Don't tempt me. Later. I still don't remember a thing, but I'm grateful that Wonder Woman, Hawkgirl, and Lady Flash were there to help save our skins. We should also be grateful that the Equalizer's hypno powers were only temporary, and that we destroyed the device. Yeah, well, as grateful as we all are, Risha's got to be the most grateful. She's finally in a place where there are no men, an all-women's prison. The end. Oh my goodness, that was an issue of Justice League Adventures for sure. Product of 2003. Alright, let's see what we got going on in the chat before we go do an ad real quick and go back through it. Neither of you are Ted. That's true. He'll be on tomorrow. Good job, Robbins. Yep, yep, yep. I know you all want to know. Remember, Arisha was in the top 10 of my top 20 sexiest DCAU female characters. Okay. James just assumes Batman is speaking whenever someone's being a dick. And I do. I figured Wally was the type who liked getting handcuffed by women. Okay. Add that line to the list of obviously written by middle-aged men images. Oh, panels. Yeah, that was pretty early on. I can't remember exactly which one you're talking about, but yeah. Probably one of these things here. It's very Bruce Timm feeling. James's voice acting is an agent of the patriarchy confirmed. Wouldn't have expected him to be a redhead, or would have expected him to be a redhead. Yeah. A man dressing as a woman. Now that's comedy gold. Yeah. This is very rough. I'm barely resisting the urge to make a K-Hive jokes. I'm not sure what that is. I'm sorry, Danny. 10 out of 10. This issue may have some issues. Okay, we're going to take a quick break. We're going to do an ad real quick. Stick around. We're going to go through the issue again to take notes on all the appearances and timeline, canonicity, blah, 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 blah. So hold up, and we'll be right back. Yeah, Jacob, it was Bob. Yeah, he really didn't try to infiltrate anything. He just walked in and they immediately said, hey, you're not one of the people, the 6 people that was in this room already. Hey, Jacoby, are you Jake that asked for Zeta Project stuff all the time? If not, that's a funny coinky dink. Okay, gonna go back through and take notes on everything. Real quick before people start disappearing, because I know people usually leave during this time for whatever reason. Catch Ted tomorrow, playing more of the Adventures of Batman and Robin on Super Nintendo. And Maddie on Thursday, because it's Thursday, reading, I believe it's chapters 6 through 8, or 6 plus, whatever he gets to, of the Mask of the Phantasm novelization, or one of the Mask of the Phantasm novelizations. Also, a reminder that we are doing a 24-hour live stream on September 17th. I am working behind the scenes to make a lot of these panels happen. Ted and Maddie are helping out with a couple of the logistics, and we will be sharing duties of hosting various panels with special guests. That'll be 17th through 18th, noon to noon, right here on this Twitch channel. So put that on your calendars so you don't forget about it. We will be putting out some kind of advertisement stuff on some promo images, you could say, on our social media pretty soon. Now that we have some of the bigger names, like definitely confirmed, Susan Eisenberg, Dan Reba, Eric Carrasco, etc. But yeah, let's go back through the issue. So we've got right here from the start the male members of the Justice League: Batman, Superman, Green Lantern, John Jones, and the Flash. Risha is also in one of these cars. Zeta content during the live stream. I believe there is at least something. I won't say what. But we're planning something big for Zeta. There's been a lot of Zeta requests, obviously, and it's become kind of a meme, you know, where's all the Zeta stuff? We've been planning something big for that since probably close to around now last year. We had a whole Zeta-related thing to help conclude our storyline that we've been doing on the channel. But of course, the virus has kept us from getting together to film for that. But we will hopefully, after I got to get through this 24-hour live stream prep and what's the word I'm trying to think of? Doing it before we are ready to try to make more of that happen. But rest assured, there will be some Zeta stuff, more than some. I'm gonna ask. Yeah, we're gonna. All those people I mentioned are gonna be on for Q&As, and more people that I didn't mention. Actually, I might as well say, since we're reading Justice League Adventures, one of the panels we're doing on the 17th. I think it's actually the morning of the 18th. I can't remember exactly, but actually no, it's the evening of the 17th. We're doing we're having John Delaney and Matthew Manning on, who are an artist and a writer for Justice League Adventures, to talk about that and other tie-in comics that they've worked on, like Adventures in the DC Universe, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Batman Adventures. Anyway, we're never going to get through this, so here we go. Where was this located? There was some... the Speedway Bandits. Even though I'm pretty sure those just turn out to be Arisha and her gals, but maybe she's just leading the Speedway Bandits. Doesn't really say where this is, so that's okay. We get Goodyear. I guess I'll put that on here. Goodyear. It's not really, well, it's not a character. I don't know. What would that fall under? Objects, locations, characters. I'll put it in objects for now. Oh, why do you do this to me? Top. Thank you. I'm going to zoom in on the panels because there's a lot of little things that I don't want to miss. Okay. Yep, Goodyear. Now is that? I gotta know. Is it with the space or not? No. Okay. I'll go back to page, because sometimes these cut off. Yeah, see, like cafe, it just says cafe, but oh, cafe O. Okay. Cafe asterisk O. After Maxie had his call-out video, James knew they needed that Zeta risk. Now we've been, you know, as we build the channel, we're trying to do, you know, the stuff that gets the most clicks, and nobody really knows or remembers Zeta Project, but because of how often it's requested by the same handful of people and the fact that we haven't really done any particular Zeta Project video, there will be a reward for your patience. Okay. Don't see anything else on here. What is this, like, BBS? I don't know what that means. Campos. Wow, why can't I read what that? GeForce T/A. Jesus. Alright. GeForce, that was that Hamsters movie, right? That's canon now. Campos, I don't know what that says. Campos something IEA, maybe. I don't know. Okie dokie. Back at the Speedway. I guess I'll put... Okay, thanks. Alright, thank you. Speedway, because we did see that. What's this one here? Turbo. So one of them said Turbo on it. I'll go ahead and put Turbo as a company. What do they got on them? Nissan? And MIT? All these weird companies. Is it missing? No, Nissan. That are probably not intended to be, you know, cataloged. This one's Nixie. Is it a Nike? I got that one. Okay. Alright, and then we get this weird sexual conversation between Flash and Aresia. What was his name? Where was I just at? You guys are going to see my search history here for a second. Kevin Hops, that's what it was. I'm just trying to think if there's episodes that he wrote that are like, I don't know, this issue is weird. There's sexual undertones, there's cross-dressing, there's like gender commentary. I don't know, I don't see any, I don't recognize any of these friggin' Zeta episodes. I don't know what any of these are. Crime Waves, that was, God. I recognize the names, I guess, but I can't remember the plots. This one was Ro, her brother, but not really. This was like the season finale, I think. Quality Time. Hey, Quality Time is the one where we find out the August 11th, 2041. Or whatever. August 5th, whatever she says. So he's responsible for that. Cool. Or Ralph Soul is one of the two who wrote other... Anyway, whatever. Okay. I like how this no parking sign... No parking, like they just... I ran out of room. Alright, just like Watchtower. So the Watchtower. Have I just been putting Watchtower? Yes, I have. Oh my god. What? Yeah, it's not like it's new. It's just an interesting hodgepodge. Like I said, it's of the times or whatever. Okay, so we have Angela Chen. She's colored wrong, but it's definitely her. Angela Chen. We had Snapper Carr, and we have Summer Gleason, which is cool. Summer Gleason was also in The Enemy Below for like one shot. I wonder if that has any meaning. Maybe he likes Summer Gleason. We got the Batmobile. Okay, near the Bering Strait. Bering Strait. I'm going to say these are more than mentioned because we see these little things later. Russian fighter jet. Russian fighter jets. We also have Russia. Is the Bering Strait in Russia? I don't know because I don't know geography. It separates Russia and the United States. What? That can't be right. Oh, something in my sink just fell over. Separates Russia and the United States slightly south of the Arctic Circle. Okay, well, whatever. I'll count them as two different places. United States submarine. And an Israeli missile launcher. Israeli missile launcher. So, Israel. Okay, cool. Got flashes. How did Arisia do this thing? I let her go. How is this possible? Revolutionary sonic equalizer. Sonic equalizer. That's not right at all. Jesus. Equalizer. Oh my goodness. Wake up, James. Sounds like an infomercial. Sounds like trouble. Okay. I like Jean Jones gets a apron. Everybody's cross-dressing in this. Because, you know, aprons are only for women. The man... Okay, so... where are the intro events? Hawk Girl remembers Arisia from Fury. And then Wonder Woman recounts Arisia's origin as seen in Fury. Okay, so we also have, I don't think we ever got it named, Arisia's home country. I've always thought it would be kind of cool if it was Kaznia, so we could get more Kaznia like history, and they've been at war for forever. I gotta watch that flashback and see if there's any hints to it being Kaznia, because that would make sense if they did it on purpose. We got the pirates. Let's see. I'll just put Pirates from Fury with a question mark for me to rename that to something better later. We got Themyscira. And looks like that's probably supposed to be one of the Amazon like extras we've seen, but I'm just going to put Amazons. Okay. Arisia has all of these little dots all over the map, but I'm not going to even try to figure out what that is or what those are. Because she says, I've always preferred to make the men join me, when in her episode she definitely just wanted to kill all the men. But in this she's like, well, I couldn't kill them. Signal for Manhunter's communicator. So we've got comm links mentioned. Abandoned Air Force hangar. It's not, I'm sure it's not the same one because it's surrounded by this like rock quarry place, but Arisia also hid out or like stole a plane from an Air Force hangar in Fury. So original. Abandoned Air Force hangar. And Hawk Girl has this like tracking device. Girl's tracking the device. Rename that better later. Okay. Oh, somewhere in the Arizona desert. Arizona desert. Ooh, deserty. Crazy people lie about their motives all the time. Yeah, whatever. Oh, so the cross-dressing is Flash's idea, I see. And we also have Air Force jets, because those come into play later. Okay. Across the 7 continents throughout time, man has amassed his weapons of war. I won't count that, really. We've got tanks. We've got, what are these called? This big, like railgun kind of thing. Miniguns. Is that right? Is that right? I don't know. I mean, I guess, but it's got like 2 of them. I'll just put it. Is this entertaining for you guys? For me to go, I don't know what that thing is. Pacific Ocean. See, this would be a lot more boring though if I was doing this as we were reading it, which is what I'm used to doing. You know, as I read a comic, I'm just looking and taking notes as it's happening, but I'd just be pausing every 2 seconds to, oh, and missiles. I only put missiles because we like that level, that like low level of nothing. Sometimes, because sometimes I know that we have like model sheets or like, you know, images, models, I guess, for the cartoon of those objects. So they can have pages on their website. Ideally, someday, you know, Dan Reba or somebody just like gets us literally everything, every model, every, you know, character sheet that exists, and just everything ever gets pages. He recently sent us, I'll go ahead and show you guys. He's been sending us a decent handful of things. I think my drives are gonna boot back up here, so it'll take a second, but he yeah, he's been sending me random stuff ever since we talked on the interview. One of them is his there's the Riddler's Reform episode. Riddler's making his TV commercial. Dan Reba was the like base, like the director of those commercials looks like Dan Reba, is what I'm trying to say. And where is it? Riddler's Reform. There, this guy. So just, you know, all these like random model sheet type of stuff, it exists out there. There's a model for everything ever. Obviously, you know, these comics probably not, but everything you ever see on the show that is animated has a model sheet of some kind that they can send to the overseas animation companies. So stuff like missiles, I know we have a missiles. Okay, anything I missed here? I got aircraft carrier. So I try to write down that level of stuff just in case we ever do get a hold of that picture, and I don't have to go find every aircraft carrier that ever existed. I just already know where they are. The jungles of China. I'll just put China. We got guess batarangs, but also like bat line. Pretty sure is what you would call the rope. Okay, now we've been getting these, you know, later, moments later, that kind of stuff, but there's really no way to keep track of that. Meanwhile, moments later, yeah, okay, so this one here is like the first many hours later, one that actually has a, you know, decent, so Hawk Girl gets captured by Batman, meets, or I guess not captured, but like wrapped up by Batman, meets back up with Wonder Woman many hours later. This line she has of "my pride's wounded" is like said like 3 different times on the show. Like, "Are you hurt?" "Only my pride." Like, okay, cool, funny joke, I guess. You continue to use every time. I mean, this issue is a product of a woman-heavy issue written by a man, I suppose. Like, oh, I just found cotton in my purse. And all these just like, "I'm the fastest man alive in bed. Fast, sex fast is what I'm saying." Like 3 different times in the issue. More batarangs. Blah, blah, blah. Nothing to write down. True, some have terrorized and killed many innocent people. Okay, we got... Like I've said before, I'm only putting Hot Girl's mace and Green Lantern's power ring and stuff like that if they play a decent role in the story instead of just existing as a weapon. So that helped. Here's Flash with makeup. If someone wants to screen grab that for their new Discord profile pic or something, I'll give you 5 more seconds. Alright, you time's up. Should be grateful Equalizer's hypno powers are only temporary. Destroy the device and all women's prison. I guess I will put that down. Okay, I like how Risha's like sort of smiling here. Like she'll come back later with these women as her accomplices or something. Let's see what we got next issue. What's coming up for Justice League Adventures 18? Oh, it's the Atom. Here he comes, the Atom. Ah, yes, I recall sort of this issue. So yeah, that was Justice League Adventure 17. Let me see if about shrinking any of these down. Do I just have that one? Yes. Okay. So, thanks for joining me. I appreciate those of you who stick around during the note-taking. I know it's a little more boring, but it's fun to jot everything down. And some of the issues are a little more canon questioning that you guys often give me some good assistance with. So yeah, come back again to like I said, tomorrow for Ted playing more Adventures of Batman and Robin on Super Nintendo. Or the emulator for it, anyway. Maddie will be back on Thursday for more Mask of the Phantasm novelization. I'll be back again on Tuesday. If you guys have any Questions about the live stream that I mentioned. Like I said, we will be putting up some promo images pretty soon for some of the special guests that we're bringing on, DCAU cast and crew, but also a handful of other content creators in our same sort of circle. We got, DCAU Review, Tim Talk, Comic Drake, Brown Table is coming on, if you guys know him. A handful of others. Owen Likes Comics, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, that's it. Bye. Thanks. Bye.